I am at peace now, you know. It's just amazing how much better I feel these charges being reversed.
But he will never forget what he went through, including the 20 months locked up.
It happened so quick.
During his first week in prison in Jackson, he says, other inmates had warned him about what happens to child killers. As far as they knew, that's what he was.
I was yanked off the top bunk, and I believe I was hit with a padlock, and and split the top of my head open, and tried gouging my eyes out, and it was the scariest, pretty much the scariest moment in my life.
Part of the longest, darkest time of his life.
I was a hostage, not a prisoner, and that's how I felt.
But the Jody Parrott case cost him more than just his freedom.
What is it that they took from you? Obviously 20 months of freedom.
They took a lot from me, At the time I lost my family, lost my job, lost everything I've owned. I didn't get to see my son graduate. I was arrested on the day that my grandson was born, so I didn't get to see him for 2 years.
His wife divorced him. His son was 12 when this all started. He turned 22 today. McCann has seen him just 3 times since getting out of prison. He didn't expect to see him for his birthday.
But he was so brainwashed that I had something to do with it.
McCann was a reserve police officer in his hometown of Constantine when 11-year-old Jody Parrott went missing in November 2007, a decade ago. He suggested searching the cemetery, and that's where Jody's body was found. She had been sexually assaulted. Police quickly turned their focus on McCann, a man with no police record.
No one came to me and told me why. I think they wanted somebody back then, and I just happened to be the guy.
During about 20 interrogations, state police lied to him repeatedly, all legal, hoping for a murder confession. 2 of the biggest lies, that his DNA was on Jody's body and her DNA was in his truck. McCann, identified as a person of interest, pleaded no contest to perjury. Even after Daniel Furlong confessed to Jody's murder, saying he worked alone, McCann stayed in prison for perjury. Attorneys from Northwestern University and the University of Michigan took up the case in response to a targeted investigation. They found that video evidence used to convict McCann was another police lie. Last week, a St. Joseph County judge overturned the conviction, but McCann says no one has apologized.
I don't know if I'll ever get a true apology, but
Do you think you deserve one?
I think I do.
He's working now at a factory job, finally has a car, but he says he'll never move back to his hometown.
And I'm still struggling, I'm still trying to get back on my feet. It's a long journey, and I just pray that it gets better.